Clownface. Hello and welcome back to ESEA Orange with Admirable, Blank, and Truck. Where I've been indoctrinated into Blank's cult of the meat clown. We're here for yet another game this afternoon, evening, wherever you are. It's going to be the ESEA Season 17 LAN Finals live from Dallas, Texas. We're going into the upper bracket final. It's Elevate, your clean sheet main season champions, taking on Froyotech, the kings of the world. Who's gonna win, Blank?
I still feel like even though Elevate's the one with the perfect season, coming off of I-52 and just judging on the strengths of the teams, I would say Froyo is definitely probably the team favored to win this, but you know, Elevate, they've had a great season, they have great players, they've come this far already, and I see this being a close game, but I'm going to call for a 5-3 on Froyo.
That seems reasonable, but I want to have a little faith and, you know, go against everything that you say. I feel like Elevate can rise to the challenge, pun intended, that they can learn lessons from previous lands. They've come here in their first games, they had a little bit of a stumble already. Hopefully, like, it's important to fail fast. You know, they come in here, they realize that they have some weaknesses they need to address. They have had that opportunity to deal with it, and now I'm sure they're super focused to take on 4G. They're gonna come in here and take Badlands in a super close 5-4 game. Boom.
Ooh, the nail biter. I see. Alright. So, with how the mids played out for Mix-Up, what do you think? Is Elevate kind of watch those games? Do you think they've cooked up any responses? I mean, how do you see this one playing out? Who do you think are going to be the key players on both sides?
That is a good question. I'm interested to see exactly what Mila's got up his sleeve, you know. If he's gonna play like sort of direct rumor style, is he gonna bomb in on the mids, or is he gonna try and get behind and turn a lot of heads? I think he's definitely capable of doing both, but he had some big plays in their first game, but it was pretty messy at times. But I feel like he is potentially playing well at LAN at this event anyway. And of course, you've got that Badonsky battle. He's definitely gonna be up against it. I mean, like, he is tipped as the best man at the tournament, but Dewana plays so in tune with his team. He's always got great support and he supports his teammates. But that might, even if Badonsky is like the better demo man or puts out more damage or whatever, that mightn't be enough. So, him and Mila, that's who I'm gonna watch intensely.
Alright. So you've got your eyes on the Mela Bidonsky cam, which is definitely a good call. Well, if those are you two players to watch on the Elevate side, then well, I'm going to go with what I've said earlier about 4G, and my eyes are probably going to be, I mean, Clockwork's the cliche answer, but I'm going to say the Clockwork Blaze duo. My eyes are going to be on them to be the ones to make some noise in this game.
There's so many great players, but I mean, I feel like Rando had a lot of frags in his first couple of maps there, but coming up against Lansky and like the entirety of this team, he mightn't have as much good fortune. The scouts, you would obviously expect Banny and Clockwork to outmuscle Decimate and Alpha. Well, I feel that way anyway, but they don't necessarily have their scouts at the forefront of their aggression or whatever. Like, I don't think Elevate are counting on their scouts to carry them through this one.
Yeah, Elevate's definitely, their scouts are, you know, they play pretty typical in that, you know, the heavy classes lead the pushes, do the brunt of the damage, and then the scouts come in for the cleanup. You know, they don't really look to Alpha and Decimate to be the playmakers, per se. I mean, Alpha on times will do it, or when he goes Sniper, but otherwise, you know, on the flip side, you've got Clockwork, you know, at any given time, if he feels the timing's right, will just plus forward into you. And, you know, sometimes he just picks those fights where he's going to hit, like, 3 meat shots in a row and just drops you. And all of a sudden, you know, that gives 4G the advantage. So it's basically heavies versus the lighter classes here. But it's gonna be a good match.
I've seen Alpha do that as well, actually, like, you know, just going forward way ahead of his team, trying to look for those frags, but probably not surprising that I wouldn't find that as intimidating as Clockwork doing the same thing, but he didn't really get punished for it in the previous game, but against an opponent of a higher caliber, that could be one leak potentially for Elevate, but I've already backed them to the hilt here and said that they're going to win, but that might happen once or twice, Alpha getting a little bit ahead of himself. But maybe they're going to be super focused here, you know, they're going to be bringing out their A game, they're going to be just in the zone. That's what I'm hoping from my boys, Elevate TF2.
So your believers, or the believe, that's been squashed, so now, you know, you're hoping that Elevate can rise to the challenge, right?
Yeah, man, I think they're in the ascendancy.
Transcend their humanity, become something more than 4G. They'll become 5G. Whatever the hell we're going for in the future. But anyways, enough with the puns. We have 12 in the server here. Is killing said anything to you or Truck? Because I'm ready for some TF2. I think this is kind of like the match everybody's wanted to see, I think, so far.
Yeah, I mean, now that Street Ups have been eliminated, the sort of dream of a big upset has been put to rest. But of course, Mix-Up's still capable of anything, but this is the game for sure. As you say, a little bit of smack talk going on between the teams throughout the season. But like, Froyotech have an incredible resume to back up their trash talk, whereas Elevate, you know, not so much. So they've got everything to prove here. Is it all just hot air, or do they actually have something to back it up with? I think that's what makes this game so enticing.
Yeah, as Harblu would say, you know, the only thing that matters is LAN, and you know, last LAN, Elevator
Not so much.
XDS
So they've got
time
everything to
didn't do
prove
as
here.
hot as they had hoped.
Is it all just hot air, or
this
do
time,
they
you know,
actually
hoping
have
to
something
have
to...
good fortune. Really looking forward to this game starting. I feel like, though, going with what you said with Alpha and, you know, plus forwarding into the likes of Froyo, that's definitely not going to be as effective as it was against, say, Street Hoops. And, you know, Clockwork, as you saw the mix-up, they punished his aggression at times when he gets caught out, and I feel like Elevate's, you know, of a similar caliber, so... Clockwork at times, you know, he's going to do his thing, but sometimes it's, rather than being rewarded, he's going to be punished. So, it's still going to be a real barn burner here, but I just want to see the video game happen already, because this is like the match. I feel like this is a grudge match almost, as I said. The trash talk happening during the season. I remember after Viaduct, they were like best team in TF2, lol, said someone from Elevate, so, you know, kinda just want to let the play talk at this point. We've said all we could.
Yeah, you know, if you're not familiar with North American TF2, Elevate are sort of branded as the onliners. They choked a little bit at the last LAN, didn't live up to their seeding, and here they are. They've come in strong in a season where maybe people weren't so focused on the main season. You had I-52 in the middle of it, etc. GXL LAN. They've come up with a clean sheet, won every game, but Froyotech are still thought by many to be the greatest team in the world. And obviously North America. It's part of the world, right?
Yeah.
So that's sort of the background, and I'm given the very edited version because, you know, I'm not a North American. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but that's what I take from it. And that's what I'm here to see unfold. But as I said, Badonsky and Mela, they're my two boys.
They're your boys, yeah, they're gonna be
Cracking the
standout
whip.
players. Mela already whiff and jumps at Spire, practicing, you know, his ad 5. Let's see, where's Badonsky? What's he up to? Where is he? I guess he's the one that's having problems, maybe? He was like the last one to join. But we do have 12 in the server, so hopefully we're going live soon, as there we go. Rando ready's up, waiting for the higher seed to pick their side. Oh, Alpha with the right call, picking red, the power color. That's a smart choice there.
Indeed, here we go. If you've just joined us on ESEA Orange, this is the upper bracket final, the game we've all been waiting for. It is Froyotech versus Elevate, and it's going to be a best of 3 here. First map is Badlands, and on to the first middle. Blank, who are we going to watch?
I'm watching your boy Mela Mabla. He's a man of many names as he's got his gunboats. Doing a little skip jump up to Closet. He's got 200 health. He hasn't been spotted. Nobody sees him. He's gonna get some good spam on the soldier underneath. Might be able to kill the soldier in house. Blaze goes down. It's a 5 for 5. Elevate has a lot of time on point. He's gonna go for a big bomb here. Landing on Duatna by the Closet. Hits the air hot. Mela just mailing Duatna back to spawn there. Bandy's on Rando and Kozin. Are they gonna be able to live? We have a bit of a back cap happening here. Oh no, this is a wacky position. Kozin's gonna pop the Uber though. Can Rando block it in time? Shay gets his Uber just in time. We have a back cap going as well. A lot of action here, a lot of fighting. Oh my god, are they gonna get the Spire? Who's at the Spire? Blaze, not able to stop that, so Badonsky is he gonna be able to pick up Blaze? We have the fight happening at mid though. Badonsky just salvaging the round. He's at last one-on-one. What's he gonna do here? Sticking off the drop down. Taking the med pack in lobby. He's kind of in no man's land as a demo. As he gets sawed twice by Shade! And he trades with Shade! Oh my god. So Shade's like, you're not the only one with the dong. And he whips his out and they have a man fight to the death there and they trade, but losing their medic there and Clockwork's still dead. 4G definitely not going to be able to take this on the push out there. They're going to be sitting at last in Kozin with a nice Uber advantage.
I mean, really, like, if Shade was thinking in the terms of what just unfolded, he was their, you know, their trump card. The fact that he had stayed alive, he should have just walked away from that fight and regrouped with his team on last. But now he's down. He's just back on the field, but Clockwork and Banny both dead. There's Alpha stepping in onto the point, turning heads around, but it seems his teammates weren't close enough. They weren't sort of thinking it was time to push in. They're going to wait and they want to play that Uber advantage and use it to full effect, but the Alpha won't be here with them for this initial push, but it looks like it's going to be Badonsky and Rando coming in up top. There's no Pyro on the field here. Oh, there is actually. I'm totally blind. Clockwork playing Pyro is going to reflect most of those projectiles, and no frags coming in. Lots of damage being put out, but the Pyro totally denying them. They tried to play the point as well, but they were sort of reloading. They hadn't done much damage and just got cleaned up. Absolutely, there was a bizarre push and series of decisions from Elevate. I mean, surely they had to expect the Pyro would be there, considering the massive advantage they had.
They didn't bring a scout with them top left, which if you go top left, you know, another team's running the, oh, Duatna goes down there by a nice rocket from Rando. That's gonna queue, actually. They should be able to just push this all the way to last, I feel like. Blaze being a little bit of a nuisance in the forward spawn there, but yeah, like, the Pyro is pretty much a standard nowadays. That's what you see a lot of teams bringing the scout in top left on the Uber, so you can take that down. Duatna's still dead, no sticky trap. The Clockwork still playing that Pyro on the top left side. Duatna finally spawning, but we have about a 35% advantage here for Kozin.
Yeah, they're gonna wait again, but this time Alpha isn't dead, so they will have 2 scout options to bring in, and they know for a fact there's a Pyro here, so they're gonna lead with Alpha. The first air blast is good from Clockwork, stuffs him back in the hole, but he does eventually go down. Badonsky killing him off with the sticky. Alpha sacks himself on the point. Now Rando's going to go in and get the cap, and he will claim it. First blood goes to Elevate with first round on the board here on Badlands. The first map, so many firsts, but Elevate coming out strong.
Yeah, that they are. Let's see if they can have another wacky mid-fight win. I'm putting my eyes on Badonsky here as he was able to backcap Spire as his team won the mid-fight, and him and Duatna here really quick, but Duatna, oh my gosh, getting the best of this exchange. Badonsky down to 16 health, practically trapped in his house. So Duatna really doing a lot of work there for 4G, and yeah, Elevate's going to try to get out of town. Kozin's going to go down though, and Duatna more or less just won the mid-fight there for his team. Air shots, well, air stickies. Duatna says later, decimate, but yeah, we have a convincing mid-fight win. I don't think, did anybody die from 4G?
No, that was a wipe.
So we got the perfect wipe, and yeah, just Duatna right there, kind of muscling Badonsky. He's like, hey, don't forget about me.
There was a strange moment on the last mid. I didn't say anything at the time, but throughout the first mid, Banny was in behind Kozin on 2 separate occasions, but couldn't kill him and just seemed to crumble a little bit, but that middle was much more convincing. Oh, there was all sorts of mad backcap shenanigans going on, but the position Froyotech are in right now, they know they have a huge advantage. They can sit here and wait, but Decimate's going to run out and gift them a frag. Now they come in with the Uber top left, they're bringing in Scout and Soldier. There's a sentry there as well, but they're going to take that down fairly easily. Now they're trying to shift the stickies on the point. Banny's going to look for an opportunity here. He's not going to play the point, in fact. They choose to focus down Rando, and they're continuing to engineer that man advantage. Now the point is still wide open. Alpha's the only guy nearby to block. Clockwork's just going to step on it, and the Soldier can't step down in time. Mila will not be able to block that one, and Froyotech coming out with a decisive response there.
Yeah, these are some quick rounds here. So far as has been the case this entire LAN is just mid-fights, you know, always very, very important, but it seems like at least half the rounds you and I have casted have been just win mid, win the round all of a sudden. I'm watching the Lansky cam as he's doing the closet rollout. Both soldiers jumping up, getting really early spam on the closet there. Kozin taking some damage. Mela goes down really early. That's bad news. Rando's trying to go for the jump here. Is he going to get anything out of it? 4 for 4 right now. Both teams trading frags. 3 on 3. You have the healthy scouts versus Alpha, Badonsky, Kozin. Clockwork's going to go down. Duatna trades on Alpha. It's a 2 on 2. Badonsky about to have Uber. And Kozin pops. Interesting pop there. Kind of misjudging how much damage he's going to take. Well, Duatna craters there, which is really, really good for them. Banny's alive with 25 health. He's going to get cleaned up really soon. And that's going to be another really delayed death. Actually, no, he's on their side of the map, so they're fine.
Yeah, I think Kozin knew it was a free Uber. Like, they had that pick on Shade. It's not really going to count for much in the grand scheme of things. And Shade is already close here. Mila has his position. He's going to jump in and distract while Rando goes forward and tries to find a pick. He does kill off Lansky, but Blaze is about to come out behind him from Hunter. He's going to jump directly into Kozin. 2 rockets aren't enough. He's still got 25 health left here. He's dancing around. He's going to die for sure. He knows it. He's encouraging his team to go forward and try and find that medic pick, but their health just isn't good enough. The heals continue to be pumped out from Shade. Just mean that there's nothing they can do there, and they will all get wiped. 6 down for Elevate as Froyotech move forward and retake middle.
Yeah, I think Elevate's kind of scratching their head after that fight, just kind of asking, do what now? Is Duatna just shredded him, and Mela there? Well, Rando trades the frag on a Banny. We have a 5 on 5 here, but Shade with a full Uber, pushing on the flank, and there goes Clockwork doing Clockwork things. He's, you know, he's getting in the mood, pushes in, takes a one-on-one with Decimate. He is going to die to Rando, drops Rando to 100 health. Blaze really, really low here, probably going to start the cap on Spire. We still have an Uber here for Shade, walking in the lobby with Lansky. Rando shooting the rail there, whiffing a rocket. Are they going to be able to get out in time? Shade's still not having to pop ads.
Badonsky's got 3 stickies up top. Lansky's walking through here. He's not looking at the sticks, but maybe Shade's going to pop early anyway. But Dunsky actually finds Banny there with the debt, but the Uber has come in up top, but there's no one here to play the point as everyone from Elevate hides in the spawn. None of the Froyotech scouts are able to take advantage of that, but Lansky's just beefing it with Rando down here. Hasn't managed to kill him off yet. He's gone up top. Half his team have backed out to outside. I don't understand. Why are they not still in here? There's 3 down now as they do kill off Mela, who was perhaps the guy that was distracting them. Was there a back cap on there? Did I missed something? Why did they all just evacuate it?
I'm not sure, to be honest. As we do have the Clockwork Sniper. Mela's still down. Kozin does have a full ad. Here's Blaze in on a scout. Really nice rocket. Not able to finish off Alpha though. Decimate drops Banny. So right now no scouts on the side of Elevate, but of 4G. But Rando's jumping out there, going for the miracle play. Probably gonna get cleaned up. Shade not even touched. Let's see, I think Rando able to make it out alive. Alpha drops Blaze. So Blaze and Clockwork, you know, Clockwork's on the sniper right now. It's really up to Banny to cover the flank as the Soul Scout. Lansky goes down as well. Shade sitting on the full Uber, but with these picks, I think Elevate... No, they're not transitioning into a push, but they're doing a forward hold at least. I like this.
Yeah, it's solid. They can buy themselves plenty of time here. They are still behind in the Uber battle, about 30%, but it's slowly decreasing here. Banny gonna fly up there with some self-damage. As Shade and Duatna cross from Spire to balcony, they're going to get ready to push Lansky. Needs a big buff though before they start contesting, but they keep taking a little bit of chip as Rando keeps peeking around the corner here, and can't really take that fight until he has 300. Like, he can't peek until he's fully buffed. It's going to be Uber versus Uber here. They have bought enough time, the Elevate guys, playing smartly with their forward hold, but now Clockwork's going to peek here top right with the sniper. This might not be expected, but they do know he is sniped, but he's going to headshot Badonsky. Now they can go forward here with impunity, no fear of stickies. Lansky moves forward, he's going to isolate, decimate, shoot the floor, get the kills. He's going to find that scout frag. And they continue to move forward. 3 down right now for Elevate. Decimate with a 20-second spawn. Still 5 seconds before Rando and Badonsky are back up. The point is wide open. Where are the Froyotech scouts? It seems like they just want to get all the frags first and then play the point, but the Ubers are going to be traded here. The spawns are coming in again, and I'm not sure if Froyotech are going to take this one. They are finding frags though. It's 4 on 4 though as Decimate respawns. There are stickies on the point, and he's dancing around in the rim. Lansky's top right as well. They're trying to focus down Badonsky or distract him. The stickies to be pushed back on the point. They can just step on here. Badonsky's coming out of spawn. It's all on Badonsky, but there's 5 players alive. They've just chipped away at them here slowly but surely, and they've won that war of attrition. It's going to be 2-1 for Froyotech.
Oh man, just I don't even know what's happening on that. Like, they just didn't go to point. Like, they at one point it was like 5 versus 3 there, and you know, none of the 4G players. I mean, it's, I guess as you said, they got frag hungry. You know, they kind of just sit around. Badonsky did have stickies on the point, but you know, somebody can just sack at that point. As I'm watching Decimate work the underneath here, getting some cheeky chip damage on Duatna. Duatna really low already this mid. Clockwork goes down really early. Duatna goes down. Blaze goes down. This should be a mid-fight win for Elevate. All they need to do is focus on keeping Kozin alive. Shade's dead. Lansky's about to follow suit. Rando gets a nice 2k there. Banny's in on the medic. Doesn't even touch him. And uh-oh, this is looking to be a quick 2-2 here already, Ads.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way. And these are the best games where you see these big mid-fights happening, small adaptations, teams trying to outthink each other every time, and Elevate coming out victorious there. They're already going to find a frag onto Clockwork, who just refused to back out there. Like, sure, he could have won that one-on-one, but he was going to die whatever happened. But now he's dead. His team are a man down up against a full Uber charge here. There's so much time for Elevate to decide what to do. They're going to lead with Rando. They've got Alpha as well. They're expecting a Pyro, but there is no Pyro this time. They back them off into spawn. Alpha's trying to step onto the point. He's just about to cap it, but he can't. All the bodies come in slightly delayed there, and that was the moment where Badonsky should have been doing the huge damage, but he got pressured out by Clockwork, and it seems like Froyotech have managed to hold on. I see no backcapped options available. They're taking control of Spire here. Decimate's peeking around Chuck. He sees that the combo of Froyotech is going house. He's going to be calling that to his teammates, but it's too late. Blaze, or Alpha, Illusory is already down in there. Kozin is just back on the field as well, but it seems like Froyotech are going to continue to push.
Yeah, here we go. We have Shade coming in with a full Uber advantage. Blaze is down, dipping down to 40 health, still not popping, so Farmer Brown, or Farmer Shade over here, milking away at the Ubers, still not popping. 20 health! Is he gonna pop? No, still holding on to that Uber, still has the advantage. Scout in on mid, finally gets the force. Which Scout is that? Banny's gonna decimate, goes down. Duatna helping out Banny there. We have Badonsky up, that's the trap, kills Banny instantly. And we have a 3-on-3 scenario, but with Demo Man up 60%, these sticky traps are just evaporating players left and right.
I feel sort of bad that we jinxed these guys. We thought it was definitely going to be a 2-2 game, but Elevate unable to seal the deal on last there. But now they are looking to push here. They have a significant Uber advantage. Mail is just about to respawn off the back of that previous sticky trap, but Duatna's in house. He might get caught here. The Uber comes in, but Duatna manages to make it out through the frame of that door, and he will be able to launch himself skyward on a sticky. Potential frags here from Blaze. Huge air shot there as Blaze gets gibbed. Lansky just getting the heals right now, and Banny comes in to take the pressure off and allow Duatna and Lansky to move forward here.
Kozin says later, Banny, as Lansky finally picks him off underneath, but it looks like 4G is going to be able to hold on to this midpoint, and Badonsky, peeking out of the house, is going to be able to kill that scout. Clockwork down to 14 health. Is he going to go down here? Where is Alpha? No, that's Decimate that's in under the point. Nobody sees him. He's on the scout, though. He should be going down. Banny gets the kill, and we have a full Uber charge here for Shade. Getting ready to push into 2. Oh, for a second I thought that was a pause. Just a bit of lag here, but push coming out. Mela just respawning. Decimate still down, and this should be a free Spire. And oh, Alpha hitting the the cheating headshot on a Clockwork. Is he going to peek out and go for it? Fighting Banny in the trash. Alpha is going to go down to Lansky. Banny right in on Badonsky. Really aggressive. Wow. All behind him. Decimate and Kozin, the only two up. Banny going for the flank here, I think. Where are they? Lansky popped the Uber in lobby. It's just Kozin alive. That's not
Maybe
really the thing you
cap
want.
would be wise.
Yeah, a cap would be wise.
They don't have the whatnot either. They can't go on spawn camp with stickies, but they will take the Spire here. They've managed to keep themselves a slight Uber advantage. Alpha is going to run into Clockwork, but he just ran into a freight train. He's gone down. And 15 seconds before he'll be back on the field. We might just see a dry push here from 4G. They do have that slight advantage though, and they must be aware of it. They know there's a heavy... Oh, Banny's going to get another pick, and that'll surely induce the push. Rando kills off Banny, but Froyotech they seem to be caught in two minds, but they keep finding frags. They can't help but kill people, it seems. And you see Dewatna just hammering on these guys, coming in lower, focusing them up top, then the point, and they just gonna frag everyone, and then cap, and that was a heartbreaker round.
Yeah, that was the 4G just kind of, they dry pushed there, like they had the pick, so then, you know, the guy that goes in for the sack, he gets another one, and at that point, you know, even though your guy that ran in gets a pick and, you know, he's about to die, you just kind of trade down, because at that point, once you're ahead, if you trade down, you're just going to win, because, like, eventually they run out of guys to trade with, and you just got the point, which is pretty much what happened there. They recognized, oh, we're getting the picks, we're winning this fight, just commit. Whereas, I think you can kind of notice a difference when Mix-Up kind of goes for, like, you know, a push-in play like that, maybe a sack, or they're peeking for a frag, like they just all in right there, like right there, right then and there. But like with Froyo, you know, they get one pick, they start like coordinating a push, you know, or a sack that they coordinate, and if they see it's going well, that's kind of their cue. So there's a little bit of a difference there, but it definitely works a lot better, the latter rather than the former.
Yeah, I mean, it's really sloppy from Elevate to keep losing players like that in different spawn waves and always leave themselves short-handed. Like, sure, they were defending their last, whatever, they were pretty screwed anyway, but that second half has begun, the sides have changed, and we're going to see the double soldier bomb as Blaze skip jumps towards Badonsky there, knocks him off his perch. Rando will clean him up. Alpha onto Dewatna as well, as it seems 4G are about to get crushed on this middle. They have managed to keep no, they won't be able to get Kozin. In fact, Kozin on 60 health there does survive the last ditch effort of Clockwork, but a pretty solid effort there from Elevate.
Yeah, Elevate, Dewatna kind of staying on the balcony for a long time, and he didn't really have a scout roll out house or underneath to kind of cover his closet, and Alpha, you know, he just went for the long flank, shows up, two-shots him, and then drops on Shade as well. But we do have the Spire push happening here, no off-classing from 4G, but really, really aggressive fighting here from 4G in the yard. We have a scout on the grass, Clockwork does go down, Kozen's still holding onto the Uber. Dewatna dropping down, Decimate does go down here. We have a scout really, really committing in deep there. Is he going to get the frag? Alpha does drop Banny, but we still have no Spire cap here. Yeah, Alpha recognizing he's got to get on the cap. Are they walking in the lobby with this? Yeah, they recognize Dewatna in the forward spawn. As this has been a crazy game so far.
Yeah, there was action going on in the house there. Blaze versus Mela, but that forced Rando to go and deal with that, and it was sort of touch and go as to whether they'd win that fight or Inspire, but they did. They cleaned up, and now they're pushing on to last here, and they're just gonna throw bodies on that point.
Oh my god, I thought that was gonna be like the biggest throw, you know. Street Hoops, the hidden 7th member Kozin, he took the Uber off, and you know, him and Rando both died to the sticky trap on point, but luckily there were just enough frags for Alpha to kind of waltz right in and finish off the cap there, but I don't know, man. Kozin in the hat.
Questionable for sure. Oh, Decimate is gonna suck out underneath there. Gets slain by Banny. Then they turn around and deal with Mela, and the position here from Elevate is like they're really committed. And in fact, Kozin thinks twice about it, tries to get out, but he's already been flanked. His retreat has been cut off. But Dunsky realizes there's nothing for it but to jump in and die. But as the last guy dying there, he gets a very long spawn, so there's going to be no threat of sticky traps here. As, whoa, 4G are only cabin middle, but they will be able to take Spire and probably control of the upper lobby at the same time.
Yeah, as you can see, Duatna and Blaze already really pushed up, making
Look
sure,
at
you know.
Alpha!
Oh, the Alpha Spy. Cue the James Bond music. Oh, the jig is up. Alpha all of a sudden staring at that respawn timer, asking himself, do what now, as he's contemplating the finer things in life and what went wrong. But anyway, 100% Uber here for Shade, 60% only for Kozin, and they have a pick. I imagine the 4G push should be coming in here, as yeah, they pop really early on the top left. There is a gun. The gun does go down. Clockwork dies really early, though. This could be big. Frags happening all over the place. Kozin does go down. Rando's really low. 4-on-4 scenario. Duatna, though, backing up top. Lands the sticky on the scout. So many lit people here, but I think Blaze and Banny, they have enough health. They should be able to put this one away. Can Badonsky hold? No, he can't, and that's another round going the way of Froyo, and 4-2 is the scoreline already.
Quick pipe from Watton there to deny Badonsky's potential clutch, but he definitely had it in him to block that one. So as you say, it is a 4-2 lead here for Froyotech as we go to the 7th middle. Duatna is playing from balcony this time, but he's going to drop down into Valley. He seems to be trying to focus the fight under. He's put a big hurt on the Kozin. Kozin down to half health. Anyone that bombs in could be able to follow up now, but both scouts down for 4G right now. Lansky as well getting hammered on. And the scouts of Elevate just taking that opportunity to go ham straight into the Valley there. Dive bombed into that combo. And 4G just got absolutely smashed there.
Yeah, Alpha pulling out a giant 4K though, so far this is the scouts for Elevate really just doing work. Alpha picking up his game, and right now they're sitting at 100% Uber advantage. Blaze is still down. Alpha trying to see if he can sneak the point, being a little bit cheeky but backing off. We're probably going to see another push top left, although I imagine this time Elevate gonna know the Pyro's there, probably gonna run a scout with him this time.
Clockwork showing himself early. The moment of surprise not even in it. He's trying to keep them away from that sentry gun. The 3 stickies from the Badonsky are going to be enough to end its short lifespan, but they have lost 3 players despite having that Uber advantage. And now Banny is waiting for Kozin to come out of the window. He's going to find him this time. Juggles him up in the air with the scar gun, finishes him off, and very well executed hold there from Froyotech, and a nice push out, catching that medic, very important. That's going to give them a great opportunity to continue to push here, not just take Spire, but take middle.
That it will. Elevate seeming to have a little bit of trouble pushing last against that Pyro NG defense. I'd really like to see him kind of varied up, as we do see actually a Valley push coming the way of Froyo here. Shade gets a really nice surf up to the closet, milking away finally, but Elevate having to trade both their soldiers, something you never really want to do. They're probably going to want to push forward here as they park one scout on cap, and yeah, they're putting pressure in yard already, as Shade even pulling out the arrows for the long-range snipes, decimate down to 2 HP as he gets taken out. There is one forward spawn here, the scout onto the medic Duatna with a nice 2 stickies, and just Froyo are they're looking in form, and they look like they want to put this game away in this last round, ads.
Yeah, man, these guys are sharks right now. Mele's going to skip behind, but I think he's giving it away. Lansky, here's the rocket jump. He's going to turn around and send Mele packing. But they haven't started capping the Spire so much right now. Clockwork was in deep, but sucked out to Rando. He did kill off Kozin first, though, so I tell a lie. But as I say that, Decimate's come up behind and caught Shade 2 shots to the back, kills off Lansky. Trades, in fact. Alpha's now on the Spire trying to deny it from Banny, but Duatna's going to kill him off. There's so much action going on around here. I didn't even see that medic pick from Clockwork, but did you catch that one?
They're like, you know, 3 different fights happening all at once, so I was kind of paying attention to the one in yard, and then all of a sudden, I imagine Clockwork probably flanked through bats and then got behind on Kozin.
Clockwork's in on last. Just spotted him though.
Oh, we got spotted, yeah. So Clockwork doing Clockwork things, but opting to pull back here. Do we have any spy shenanigans or whatnot? No, we have Alpha back on the sniper, so can he toggle his cheats on LAN? Potentially hit the game-winning headshot, or at least the round-saving headshot, because right now they're stuck at their last.
Decimate. Oh, absolutely wrecks Clockwork bottom right there. Clockwork didn't know what hit him, but Alpha is trying to peek top left in the defender's perspective. He's looking in a strange angle here. and Bani draws the shot from him. They know he's there. Like, if they wanted to just Uber into them top right, there's two picks, Badonsky and Alpha, but now that Kozin has emerged up the stairs, he's in a position to save all these players, but Froyotech sitting very defensive on the right balcony here. Lansky's close. He's thinking about taking an Uber in. He's unsure. Bani's going to run in bottom right with Clockwork. There's some shenanigans going on here. They're trying to find a frag there, but both teams just showing each other a lot of respect. You're going to see Elevate back out to last where they're more comfortable to hold. Alpha's still on that scope. He's still watching that same angle and he finds the headshot onto Lansky.
Yeah, so Alpha hitting the headshot there on Lansky, but Kozin ends up popping his Uber. Clockwork does go down, but they do have two picks here, which is kind of the magic number. If they can force them, maybe go down one person at the most. Duatna on a back cap. Duatna on the back cap, and well, there it is. So 5-2. Froyotech kind of pulled it out. Where was he hiding? Was he just sitting main?
He just a main.
And he just sticky jumped forward. Wow. Okay. So earlier today we saw the heavy back cap with the Medican demo following suit. Now today we have the Ninja demo. So once again, Duatna just leaves them there scratching their head saying, "Do what now?" As they have to sit there in pain from losing this game 5-2. So once again, my
Uber hasn't
predictions.
really gone that well either. Like, I'm not saying that it would have ended any differently, but maybe Duatna just put them out of their misery that little bit earlier there with a strange back cap. I have the information here from Truck. He's telling us that Froyo banned Granary Street. No, wait, that can't be right. Street pick viaduct. What are you telling me, Truck?
Oh, was he saying? I think he meant elevate. I think he meant elevate picks viaduct. So we're gonna have our first viaduct of the tournament.
No, wait. What? It's Gully Wash. It's Gully Wash.
Gully Wash again?
They banned viaduct and picked Gully.
Do what now, man? Do what now?
Killing is trying to confuse us here with this chat log. He's a 20 believer, you know. He's saying that Street Hoops are going to play in the next map, but it's not.
Bringing him back.
Gonna resurrect him like Lazarus.
He brought
from
your
the grave.
hopes up. Yep, he brought your hopes up, and then he just crushed your spirits.
Damn. But yeah, that was the first map of this best of three, taken 5-2 by Froyotech, as a lot of people expected, but I wasn't one of them. We will be going to Gully Wash map 2 momentarily whenever the ESEA magic happens, but can we expect to see anything different? That's my question to you, Blank.
We've seen Elevate on that map earlier today, and I imagine what they're thinking is, maybe Badonsky, Duatna and him, I'd say, are relatively even matched, but maybe, they're kind of banking on the combo play, and Badonsky in particular from earlier, really gonna be able to carry him on that map. It's everybody else is actually playing pretty well on Elevate, but they kind of need an edge right now. And similar to how Street Hoops elected to play mix-up on Snakewater, I have a feeling Elevate's kind of doing the same thing here, deciding to take 4G to Gully Wash. They figure, they won the map. I mean, it was a 5-3, but they were relatively winning that map with ease, especially at the mid-fights. So I imagine they have a very similar train of thought here, going into the second map pick.
Yeah, I feel like those two map picks are all about control. It's not necessarily that I'm not saying they don't think they can win, but that they feel more comfortable in those maps. Like Badlands can be quite hectic at times, I think, compared to Gully Wash and Snakewater, where you can easily slow the pace down, controlling those 2 to 3 engagements, as long as you don't just give away picks needlessly. But I think Elevate want to try and draw out a longer game here, maybe give Alpha a chance to get into the game on Sniper if he's wanting to create his LAN legacy here, living up to his online aspirations. But this server has gone down, so hopefully the new one's coming up right about now.
Hopefully, but I'm hoping that match, or that Gully Wash, is hopefully a little bit closer, as yeah, I think that map just suits their playstyle a little bit better, because I really think that Froyo's scouts, more or less, on a map like Badlands, where scouts can really kind of cause havoc, they more or less just ran circles around Elevate. As if you look at kind of the damage stats, compare Alpha and Decimate to Clockwork and Banny, we have 270 and 315 versus 240 and 180. So just that's kind of the scout play really coming into effect there. So I imagine taking it to a more flat, spammy-ish choke point map like Gully Wash, you're hoping that maybe you can mitigate that and really allow your heavy classes to shine and kind of, pull the weight there.
Look at the difference in the team damage and frags as well. There's like 80 frags in it, and geez, 8k damage almost as well. So it seemed like a close game, but the stats would support Froyotech as being worthy winners there. I wonder how my boy Mila did. 14 frags, 25 deaths, and 250 damage. Pretty middle of the road performance. Who would you say really needs to step their game up here? You did mention the scouts, but is that not a fight that Elevate aren't expecting to win anyway?
The scouts, that's the thing. On the LAN environment, you can't just try to hold your own. Like, if you really want an edge, this is where they got to come up big today. Like, they need to come up big in these matches, as well as probably Mela. Like, judging by the stats here, Badonsky and Rando, they kind of did well as to be expected. But that's kind of how the team plays. They allow those two to be kind of the big front runners, and then everybody else cleans up. But with the show Froyo just put on there, as you can see, they're running away with the DM there and letting their scouts just kind of cause all sorts of havoc. And Alpha Decimate really need to step it up and fight them on a map like Gully. But like I said, I think their game plan is, it's a little bit more of a spam-oriented map, so maybe they can kind of neutralize that. But I don't know. Froyo is just as deadly on Gully Wash, I'd say, as they are on Badlands.
Talk to me about Donsky's damage. Like, clearly he's put out a big number there, 341 damage per minute, only like 10 behind Dewatna, but yeah, he's not finding anywhere near to the same amount of frags. Like, what's that about? Is his damage nothing damage? Is it meaningless if it doesn't turn into frags for them?
Well, it's kind of funny, cause the way, if you think about it, Bidonsky, he's kind of in the front, so he's gonna be dealing all the damage. Then ideally, you kind of want your scouts to come in and get all the cleanup and whatnot. With Froyo, it's a little bit of the reverse. You kind of have Clockwork and Banny just soaking up health and running in, which kind of allows Duatna to kind of sit back and get the cleanup. So it's just kind of a playstyle difference, if you will, that's allowing certain players to have better stats or to shine in certain ways.